Hello, lovely ones. We're talking energy. It's a really interesting idea to consider this feeling of rejection, of being left out, not being included. We all know what that looks like, and it really hits us really hard when we feel like we are not part of something. It makes us feel like the outsider or the unseen one. And I was wondering why it hurts us so much. And I'm speaking from my own deep experiences of this, and I know that you've also felt that. And we feel the longing when it hits something that we can do nothing about. When it hits a gap or a void that seems to just be there, that nothing really can fill. It's this emptiness, this hollowness that we can't even reach. And then we kind of expect something or something outside of us to fill up that space or that hollowness inside. And when we are doing that, when we're asking for the thing that is outside of us to complete us or to finish up this emptiness inside of us, what we're doing is we're giving all our energy away, all our power away. And we are creating an energy of dependency and reliance. We rely upon this event or that person or their consideration so that we can feel accepted, loved, honored, seen, heard, welcomed. And the truth is that when we do that, we are always setting ourselves up for the fall, for a great disaster, emotional sorrow. So what are we going to do about that? How are we going to manage just being with the presence and the awareness of this hollowness, this gap, this pain that we are feeling? We all feel it in one way or another. It could feel like an inadequacy even, or a sense of being inferior. It's however it resonates in you, we all have that. And we can say that without any doubt because everybody is performing and trying to achieve and trying to show and trying to reveal how fabulous they are. And we all do that. We strive to be seen and show and reveal who we are. We do this because there is a desire for us to be the best we can be. There is a deep longing in each of our beings to be the best that we can possibly be. So we strive and we pursue and we do and we create. And in that, we're hoping that there will be some kind of validation or recognition. And that in that, then, we will be accepted or desired or wanted. Everything that I've been saying now is the energy of outside of self. Static, very static energy outside of self. And that outside of self energy is so distorting because we can never reach it. But why do we have this? The separation feeling, the separation anxiety. Why do we have it? And my little idea about this is that we have separated ourselves from the divine, from the greatest gift of life, the giver of life, and all that is. We have created this sense that we are our own self-determined little beings and that we're here just living our life and we're going to grab everything we can and make the most of it because that's all there is. But the moment we see the bigger picture and we see that we are the very breath of the divine, and every single one of us is like a little atom in this great body of consciousness. And we see ourselves as part of all of that. If we can just elevate our awareness up a little higher and see that and feel the comfort of it, that we already belong. We are already part of all that is. We were created by all that is, and we are all that is. We are in this energy of all. We are not separate. It is only the idea that is keeping us separate. And that same idea is keeping us separate from each other. in this conflict and contrast arrangement that we've created. And in that contrast and in that conflict, there is a desire for peace and harmony and kindness and compassion. Isn't it crazy how we have all the codes that are there, and yet we are only ever activating the codes of despair and hardship, sadness and victimhood? Weird, isn't it? All the codes that we are asked to call upon are being called upon in our seeking and our desiring for more life, for more collaborative connections, more authentic alignment. So it's all there, and it's always been there, and it always will be there. And you always are. Yeah, you are in this gorgeous little body, this capsule, this resource of amazing energy. But you're also part of all that is. We've never been separate. It's only an idea. And I wonder when that idea came into our consciousness. Is it so way back that we cannot remember the moment when we decided that we were better and that we could prove ourselves and we could be more than all that is? I wonder when it happened. There must have been a moment of separation that embedded this idea that we are not and we have to work so hard to get there. It's not a hard working job. It's not a difficult job to be able to get to that connection. It's just a mind flick that the connection of all that is already is, and we already are. I am. We are already in it. I wonder how we could get that so cleanly and so clearly that we no longer think of ourselves outside and having to do something so that. Good thought to hold. And if we can expand the thoughts and we can elevate our awareness and uplift this consciousness in this way, if we can do that, then surely we must get to the point where we no longer feel wounded by the assumed rejections of others. Perhaps at some point we're going to stop reacting into those and feeling the desperation of it and the sadness and the aloneness. I speak to myself so very clearly right now as I hear these words. Oh my goodness. All right, lovely ones, let's keep on being as wonderful as we can be and truly aware of who we are. And maybe help each other, hold each other as we walk each other home. So much love, my darlings. Namaste. Thank you for you.